Hello students, today we are going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Paper 1 Non-Calculator from Core. We have got session February-March 2026. This paper is for about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So let's continue. Here we have question 1. Subtract 9 from 1321. So we have 1321 minus 9, that's going to give us 1312. 1b, divide 814 by 2. So we just simply divide 814 by 2. You're going to get 4 times 2 equals to 8. We got 1 down, and to bring 4 down we have to add a 0. 2 times 7 equals to 14. So our answer is 407. Question C, write down the multiples of 6 that is nearest to 20. So for this one we have to write down all the multiples of 6 until we reach 20. So we got 6, 12, 18, 24. So what is the nearest to 20? We got 18, that's the closest to 20. So our answer is 18. Now we go to question number 2. 25 people on a bike. Flo asks each of these 25 people what type of bike they own. The bar chart shows some of these results. So there are total 25 people. There are 10 people who own the road bike. There are a total 7 people who own the racing bike. And there are some people who own mountain bike. We don't know yet. Let's find out. Question A said, complete the bar chart for the mountain bikes. So for the mountain bikes, we have to figure out how many people actually own the mountain bike. To figure that out, what we have to do is since we have total 25 people, 25 minus, we have to take out the people who own the road bike and the racing bike. That's going to be 10 plus 7, 17. And the rest of the people are going to be owning mountain bike. So that's going to be 8. So there are 8 people who own the mountain bike. So to complete the bar chart, you just have to draw a bar here and just shade it if you want. If you don't want, it's fine. Next we have how many more people own a road bike than on a racing bike. To figure that out, we have to take the road people and subtract the racing bikes. So we have total 10 people who own the road bikes and minus 7 people who own the racing bikes. It's going to be 3. So the answer is 3. Let's go to question number 3. Write 0.747 as a percentage. So whenever we are changing a decimal number to a percentage, all we have to do is we just have to times it by 100. So our answer is going to be 0.47 times 100 equals to 47%. Write 9 over 100 as a decimal. So to change any fraction with 2 zeros in the denominator, all we have to do is we just have to bring the decimal points 2 digits to the left side. So our answer is going to be 0.09. Question number 4, shade 3 over 10 of the squares on the grid. To figure that out, first we have to count how many squares we have in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That equals to 40. So 3 by 10 times 40 equals to 12. So we have to shade 12 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. Let's go to part B. 7 of the regions are shaded. Shade 3 more regions so that 1/5 of the total area is shaded. So first let's count how many total regions we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are total 10 regions, and what we need to do, we need to shade 1/5 of the total 10. That's going to be equal to 2. We have to completely shade these two parts. You can choose any of these two. I'll choose these two. This is already shaded, this is already shaded. This one, let's bring it here. This is shaded. This one is shaded already. These two are shaded, it means this is shaded, this is shaded. So we bring them here. This one is shaded, it's gonna be wait, I think this one is gonna be here. Yeah, yes, it's here. And then all we have to do is reshade the rest of these 3 parts of these 2 regions, and that's going to be our answer. So let's shade these 3 to completely make it a 1/5 of 10. Next we have is question number 5. These are the first 4 terms of a sequence. Write down the term rule for the sequence. So first we have is, let's see what's happening. What is the common ratio between the terms? If you will see, we have 6,000 and the second term is going to be 600. So what's happening is we are just dividing the first term by 10 to get the second term, and same thing is happening over and over again. So write down the term-to-term rule. So the term-to-term rule is going to be divide by 10 each time. Next, question B. These are the first 4 terms of a sequence. So we have another sequence where we have first term as 27, then 21, and then 15, and so on. What we have to do is we have to find out the next 2 terms in the sequence. To do that, first we have to find out what is the term-to-term rule. So to find the term-to-term rule, we have to take first term and subtract it from the second. So we have 21 minus 27. That's going to be equal to -6. So what's happening is we are subtracting 6 every time from each term to get the next term. So we have here, we have to do the same thing. Subtract 6, and 9 minus 6 is going to be 3, and 3 minus 6 is going to be -3. So your answer is 3 and -3. An isosceles triangle has a side length 4 and a side length of 6 centimeters. There are 2 possible triangles that can be drawn that are not congruent to each other. Construct these 2 triangles. 1 4 centimeter has been drawn for each of the triangles. So what we have to do is we have to just draw 2 simple triangles. That will be, so we can actually do 2 different triangles. Let me just draw a triangle here. That's going to be like a 4 centimeter, and this is going to be a 6, where 2 of the sides must be equal to each other. And then we can draw another isosceles triangle where 2 of these sides will be equal to each other. This is going to be 6 centimeter, and this is 6 centimeter. This is going to be 4 centimeter. This is already given 4 centimeter, and this is going to be 6 centimeter. You have to draw this using the compass and a protractor. So since I don't have these, I'll just go to the next question. Question number 7 says, Krish has 6x plus 4 marbles. Joe has 9 minus x marbles. Write down an expression for the total number of marbles that Krish and Joe have. Give your answer in simplest form. So first, we have to write down an answer for total number of marbles. For total number of marbles, all we have to do is we just have to take these 2 and add them together. We have 6x plus 4 plus 9 minus x. That's going to be equal to 6x minus x is 5x. 9 plus 4 is equal to 13. So 5x plus 13 is your correct answer. Okay, next question we have is B. That says Chris has more marbles than Joe. Write down an expression for how many more marbles Chris has than Joe. Give your answer in simplest form. To do that, we just have to subtract 6x plus 4 minus 9 minus x. Whenever you open the brackets, you have to remember you have to change the signs of the inner terms. So we got 6x plus 4 minus 9 plus x. That's going to be 7x. X plus x is 6x equals to 7x minus 5. So that should be your correct answer. Question number 8. Write down the two prime numbers that are greater than 20 but less than 30. So we know that there are two prime numbers that are greater than 20 but less than 30. That is 23 and 29. Just to make sure you know what prime numbers are. The prime numbers are the numbers that can be only divisible by 1 and itself. So 23 can only be divisible by 1 and itself, and 29 also can be divisible by 1 and itself only. Question number 9. Work out the difference between 5 square and 2 cube. 5 square is equal to 25 and 2 cube equals to 8. Well, in difference in mathematics means minus subtraction. So we just take 25 minus 8, that's going to be equal to 17. Write down the reciprocal of 4. Reciprocal of 4 equals to 1 over 4. So the correct answer is 1 over 4. Write down an irrational number that is between 4 and 5. This one is a little bit complicated, but it's not that really hard. So what we have to do is we just chain these two into the root. So we know that root 16 equals to 4 and root 25 equals to 5. And for the answer, we can write any other number in between 16 and 25. Let's take 19 as the answer. Square root of 19. You can actually write any other numbers like 18, 20, 17, 21, or any other numbers that are irrational in between root 16 and root 25. Let's go to question number 10. In question number 10, we have to use the properties of parallel lines. If you will see, this line is parallel to this one. Work out the values of A, B, and C in the given shape. So first what we're going to do is, first we're going to look at a straight line here. A straight line equals to 180 degrees. Here we have given this angle 65, this angle as 60, and we have to find C. To find C, we have to subtract these two angles from 180. So 180 minus these two are going to be 60 plus 65 equals to 125. So 125. The answer should be 55 degrees. So C equals to 55 degrees. Now, if you look at these, this is a parallel line to this one. So the angles that make a Z shape are always congruent or equal. So we can say A equals to 60, because on the parallel lines, the angles that are alternate to each other, they are equal. So we have A equals to 60 alternate angles. I'll just write here. A equals to 60 alternate angles, 60 degrees. Similarly, B equals to 65 because they are corresponding angles that make an F shape. If you will see here, the shape looks like this. Basically, it's kind of F. So B equals to 65 degrees. Put one pair of brackets into each calculation to make it correct. So how can we make it? How can we make this calculation equals to 42? So let's try to see. First we have 6 times 5, that's going to be 30 minus 3 and plus 5. No, cannot do that. However, there is a way. If you put a bracket here, well, we get 6 times 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. So 6 times 7 equals to 42. Yes, 6, 7, 6, 7. Okay, that's the first pair of the brackets. Second one is going to be 4 minus 80 plus 20 divided by 10 equals to negative 6. So what we can do here is, I guess we can just put a bracket here maybe. Let's try. We got not here, I guess here. So we got, nope. I guess this is gonna be correct. So 4 minus 100 divided by 10, that's gonna be equal to 100 minus 10 equals to 10. 4 minus 10 equals to 6, negative 6. Yes, so we put a bracket, one here and one here. That's going to be our correct answer. Let's go to question number 12. Write 9 times 27 as the power of 3. First, we have to know 9 equals to 3 square and 27 equals to 3 times 3 times 3, that equals to 3 cubed. So we have got 3 square times 3 cubed. Whenever you are multiplying to same basis, you just have to add their powers. So we have got 3 to the power of 2 plus 3. That's going to be equal to 3 raised to 5. Work out this is this. So to work out this, what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to change 0.0025 into a fraction. So I'll get 25 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 zeros in the denominator. That's going to be equal to square root of 25 over 10,000. We know that 25 is equal to 5 square and 10,000 equals to 100 square. Just take a square root, cancel the square roots with square, and your answer should be 5 over 100. That can be written as 0.05, and that's your correct answer. Question number 14. A school records the number of students who are late on each of 12 days. So there are 17, 1, 23, 20, 14, 18, 8. Complete the stem and leaf diagram. To first we have 0, that is a stem. And for the leaves we have to write all the numbers that are under 10. So we have 1, we have 8, sorry, before that we have 5. We have 8, we have another 8, and is there anything else? I don't think so. Okay. For 1, we have to write the numbers between 10 to 19. So we have got 10, I'll write 0 here, and then I have 12, sorry, 2, then we have 14, so 4, then we have 17, so 7, then we have 18, so 8, and then we have 19, so 9. And for the last one we have only 22 and 23, so 2 and 3 only. Question number 15. The probability that J wins a game is 0.7. find the probability that he does not win a game. So of course we have to take 0.7 and we subtract it from 1, because the probability of anything happening is 100%, that equals to 1. So 1 minus 0.7 equals to 0.3. Jay plays 50 games. Work out the number of games he is expected to win. So if he plays 50 games, what is the probability of playing? What is the probability of expected winning games? So all we have to do is we just take 50 and times it by the winning probability, that is 0.7, and that's gonna be our answer. That's totally 35 games. Let's go to question number 16. A cube has a volume 8 centimeter cube. On the 1 centimeter cube grid, draw a net for the cube. So for this one, you have to remember that a cube looks like this, where all the sides of a cube must be equal to each other. So we can just simply take V equals to 8 cube, volume equals to 8 centimeter cube. So we know that if we take a cube root of 8, we should get 2. So each side length must be 2 squares. Do we have to so we're going to draw a net for the cube. So to draw a net for the cube, we have to just draw I'm sorry for that. Being a little bit lazy, I don't wanna. That's how your net should look like. That's it. Question number 17. The diagram shows 2 circles. First circle is a bigger one there where the diameter is 20 centimeter, and the second circle is a small one that the diameter of the small circle is 8 centimeter. Okay, work out the shaded area. Give your answers to pi. So to find the area of this region, we have to first calculate the area of the big circle and then the large circle, and then we have to calculate the area of the small circle, and we just have to subtract this part from the whole area of the bigger circle to get this region. So first let's find out the area of the circle, the bigger circle. We know the formula to find the area of a circle equals to pi r squared, where r equals to d by 2, diameter by 2. So diameter is equal to 20. So the radius for this bigger circle equals to 20 divided by 2, that equals to 10 centimeter. So area 1, A1 equals to pi 10 square. Area 1 equals to 100 pi. That is the area of the large circle. And to find the area 2 of the small circle, I'll just write the radius equals to 4 centimeter. So area 2 equals to pi times 4 square. A2 equals to 16 pi. So the total area is going to be equals to 100 pi minus 16 pi. That's going to be 84 pi. That's your answer for this question. 84 pi centimeter square. Alright, so next question we have is factorize 9x cubed minus 6x. So first we have to look at what do we have common in both of these. First we can take 3 as common, and then we have x as common. What's left inside? So 9 divided by 3 is 3, x squared minus 2. So that's your answer, 3x into 3x squared minus 2. This one is a very fun one. We have got question number 19. Universal set equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to up until 12. Multiples A has the multiples of 3 and B has all the multiples of 4. So complete the Venn diagram. First, let's write all the numbers that are available in A. So in A set, we have to write 3. We have 6, 9, and 12, because 12 is also a multiple of 4, so you have to write it here in the middle. Next, all the multiples of 4 on the B side, so we have 4 and 8 only, and 12 is already written there, so that's how it should be your answer. Complete the Venn diagram. Write down the numbers of A intersection B. So the numbers of A intersection B, there is only one number in A intersection B, that's 12, so we'll just write 1. That should be our answer. Question number 20. Solve the simultaneous equations. Next we have is question number 20. Solve the simultaneous equations, where we have negative 5x minus 7y equals to 1 and 6x plus 8y equals to negative 2. So let's use the elimination method. We can just eliminate these two by let's give them names first. So this is equation 1, this is going to be equation number 2. So to eliminate these, we have to make these two equal to each other. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply the whole first equation by 6, and I'm going to multiply the whole equation number 2 by 5. So first is going to be negative 30x minus 42y equals to 6. That's going to be equation number 3. And equation number 4, 30x plus 40y equals to negative 10. By subtracting, by adding equation 2 and equation 3 and 4, we can just simply find the y value. So 30 minus 30 plus 30 equals to 0, and negative 42 plus 40 equals to negative 2y, and here we have negative 4, and y equals to just 2. To find x, we can just simply substitute this y value into equation 1. So sub y equals to 2 by substituting y equals to 2 in equation 1. So we got negative 5x minus 7 into 2 equals to 1. We substitute this one. And here we got negative 5x minus 14 equals to 1, minus 5x equals to, bring this 14 on to the right hand side, 1 plus 15, that's going to be equal to minus 5x equals to, sorry, it's 14, 15, and x equals to negative 5. X equals to 15 over negative 5, and x equals to negative 3. That should be your answers. So just write here x equals to negative 3 and y equals to 2. The diagram shows triangle A and B on a 1 centimeter grid. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So to do that, so by looking at the shapes, you can simply see that triangle B has been enlarged to triangle A. So whenever we are talking about enlargement, what we have to do is we have to connect the same points to each other to see where are they actually meeting each other. So let's just continue the line until we reach to a certain point. Okay, the line is a little bit. Let me fix this. Give me 1 sec. I'm just new to this. And the second line is gonna be similar to this one. So we just take this point and this point. Just continue the line until we reach to a certain point. Okay, and the third one we're going to do the same thing. Basically all of these lines are meeting at this certain point. So what we can do, that is the center, we can write enlargement by a scale factor. So to find the scale factor, we have to see, let me just scale factor, let's just leave it empty for now, at the center. What is the center? -5 and 1. -5 and 1. Okay, now let's find out, let's just find out what is the scale factor. Let me erase these lines first. So to find the scale factors, we can just look at what's happening, what are the changes from here to this point. Or we can take any 2 points and we can just divide we can just divide the length of the object by the length of, the length of the image by the length of the object. So here let's count the squares. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 divided by the original shape was 1, 2, 3 divided by 3. So that's going to be equal to 3. The scale factor is 3. So you can write enlargement by scale factor 3 at center -5 and 1. On the grid, draw the image of triangle B after a rotation of 108 degrees at center -2 and 4. Let me erase everything first. Center -2, -2 and 4. This is going to be our center. So to rotate the shape around 180 degrees, we just have to flip the shape upside down. That's gonna be something here, I guess. Let me use the other pen. Where is it? This one. Or we can just choose a dotted line. I don't think there is a dotted line. And for this one, it's gonna be until here. This one is gonna be our B dash. I hope you understand this. Next we have is triangle A is reflected in the line x equals to 7. Work out the coordinates of the vertices of triangle A after the reflection. So to do that, first we have to see where x equals to 7. So x equals to 7 at this point. So I'm just going to draw a straight line up. That's our line of reflection, or you can call it symmetry line. So this point right here is already given, so when you reflect the shape, it's going to be the same. What is the point? 7 and 4. I'm just going to rewrite it here, 7 and 4. Next, this point is just 3 squares away from the reflection line. 1, 2, 3, and right here it is 4 and 10. We just have to add 3 and plus 3 in it, 6. So 4 plus 6 is going to be 10 and 10. Next we have is this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From here to here the distance is 9, so we just have to first reach to 7, and just we have to add 9 plus 7. That's going to be equal to 9 plus 7 equals to 16, and the other point on y-axis is just 1, so it will stay the same. Next question, expand the brackets and simplify. So we can use the FOIL method, where FOIL stands for first and first, F. O stands for outer and outer, O. I stands for inner and inner, I. The last one stands for L, stands for the last two. So what we have to do is times them all together. So first we have 2x times x is 2x squared plus 5 times x is 5x plus I, that's gonna be, sorry, and then we times 2x times 3, that's gonna be 6x, and then plus 5 times 3 equals to 15. So our answer should be 2x squared plus 11x plus 15. Next question. Find an expression for the area of the shape. Give your answer in the simplest form. Now to do that, first what we're going to do is we're just going to draw a straight line here. Or it's better if we just draw a line on this side, and since this is 2x and this whole length is 2x minus 5, we just have to subtract this 2x from the total side. That's gonna be equal to subtract 2x, and this is gonna give you 5. So this side length from here to here is equal to 5. And to find this side, this is also equal to 5. So to find this side from here to here, we have to take this and subtract from here. So 3x minus, sorry, not 3x, x plus 3 minus x minus 1, that's going to be equal to just 2. So this side here is equal to 2. Now let's find out the area of the both shapes, and then we will just simplify the answer. Find the expression for the area of this shape. So to find the area of shape A, let's say give it a name of A1 and this one as A2. To find the area of A1, we have to write A1 equals to length L times W. Length of the area 1 is 3x, x plus 3, and the width is equal to 5. We can just write area equals to 5x plus 15. That's the area of A1. To find the area of shape 2, we just have to multiply this length with the width. So a2 equals to 2 times 2x, a2 equals to 4x. To find an expression for both, we just have to write total area equals to a1 plus a2, that equals to 5x plus 15 plus 4x. So 5x plus 4x equals to 9x plus 15. So your answer should be 9x plus 15. Question number 23. The height h meter of a tree is 37.4 meters. Correct to 10 centimeters. Nearest 10 centimeters. Complete the statement above the value of h. So all we have to do is we just have to find the lower bound and upper bound of 37.4. So this is going to be 37.35, where we can round this one to 40, and this one is going to be 37.45, where we can round anything under 5 to 40. So our answer should be 37.35 and 37.45. Complete these statements. Give your answer in standard form. 2.5 kilometers is the same as how many centimeters? So first we have to know that there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So we can just change this one to meters first. So we got 2,500 meters. And we also know that there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So we can just write 2,500 meters times 100. That's going to be equal to 2500. $250,000 centimeter. And this had, write your answer in the standard form, so we just have to write 2.5 times 10 raised to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be your correct answer. In the next question, we have 30 centimeter cube is the same as how many liters? We know that 1,000 centimeter cube equals to 1 liter. So now what we're going to do here is we're just going to divide 30 by 1,000. That's going to give you the answer 0.03. And to change that to a standard form, we can just write 3.0 times 10 raised to negative 2, since you're bringing the decimal point to the right side. Question number 25. By writing each number in the calculator, by writing each number in the calculation correct to one significant figure, work out an estimate for the value of. So we have to round all of these numbers to one significant figure. Here the first significant figure is 4, so we have to write 0.4 times this one. We have to round this to here, so that's going to be a 20 over this one rounded to 13 rounded to 1, 3 rounded to 1 is equal to 10. You can just write the answer as 0.4 times 2. That's going to be equal to 0.8. That should be your correct answer. Work out, give your answer in the simplest form. Question number 26. So first let's change these to improper fractions. 5 times 3 is equal to 15 plus 3 is 18 divided by 5 times 9 times 2 is 18 plus 2 20 divided by 9. We can just cancel some of these. We've got 2, 1, 1 and 4. So your correct answer should be 2 over 1 times 4 over 1, that equals to 2 times 4 equals to 8. That should be the correct answer. A teacher asks a student to make x the subject of the formula y equals to x over 5 plus 2. Their working is shown in the box below, but it's not correct. Complete the statement. Line what is not correct because. So first, if we will see here, let's just solve it here first. So y equals to x over 5 plus 2. So what we're going to do is, since we're solving for x, first we bring 2 to this side, so it's going to be y minus 2 equals to x over 5, and then we just simply bring 5 here and multiply with the whole thing. 5 times y minus 2 equals to x. Now what is the mistake he had made? The mistake he made is he just brought 5 to the left side already, and that does not make sense because you have to bring this 2 first and then the 5. So line B is not correct because he did not because he multiplied 5 by y first instead of subtracting two on both sides. Next question, make p the subject of the formula. So a equals to pt squared. So whenever we are making p a subject, we just need to bring this t squared to the other side, and it will be divided by a. So p equals to a over t squared. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, because that gives me motivation to do more. And please share with other fellow students. And thank you so much. Please take care, everyone, and see you in the next one.